Giants yesterday. Here we go. Alex, Jackson Dart and the Giants. The Bears in the snow. There's nothing better in football. And look at Dart go up the left side.
This kid's athleticism is ridiculous. This
you
is
called it, Alex.
The football. Look at him taking it here in the snow game. Love to see it.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the season, so that's great. But then here, going for it, trying to get extra yards. Alex, he needs to get down.
Yeah, listen, this was their most dynamic play yesterday. And again, here he's got the first down. Just a young kid trying to do too much. Get down, avoid the hit, avoid the fumble. Obviously, this ends up with him leaving the game.
He's got a concussion, and so that was it for Jackson Dart. Now the Bears are down 10 points, and then here they come. D. Wood, how about the effort from Caleb Williams on this one that takes them down to the 2?
That's why this dude was the number 1 overall pick. He was special in the fourth quarter yesterday. You just look at his legs. Wow. You talk about the athleticism of Dart. Yep. Caleb Williams is outstanding as well.
That would lead to this. Roma Dunze had no catches last week. He's got 6 for 86 yards and a touchdown this week. So the Bears cut the deficit to 20-17. Now here's Russell Wilson in to play quarterback, and not well. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, one of his 2 sacks. Giants are forced to punt. Bears get it back. And then Rex, it's Caleb again. Look at him go.
Oh, it's unreal, man. A generational talent. This is why they took him number 1 overall. Using those legs, this kid is amazing.
He had 63 yards rushing. Bears come all the way back from down 10 in the fourth quarter to take a 24-20 lead. And then on the other side, again, Dart has the concussion. Russell Wilson back out there, 4th and 10. Not a chance. There's your ball game. And for the New York Giants and their fans, Brian Daboll,
gone.
Certainly feels like it may be headed that way. Bears, a big win, 24-20. And these are 2 teams going in just completely opposite directions. I did that completely wrong. One's going up and the other one's going down. And it's Caleb.
Yes.
I think of you all the time when I watch him. You were a quarterback who was drafted number 1, and you went into a tough situation, and there were struggles early, and people had questions, and then you find yourself in the right spot, and all of a sudden we see everything turn around. I feel like we are seeing exactly that with Caleb Williams.
We are, Greeny, and certainly the weight that comes with being the number 1 pick and trying to turn around a franchise. And you see his rookie season last year, and obviously the turnover at play calling and head coach, and now to get Ben Johnson and to see the way he's playing. They've won 6 out of the last 7, and the last 2 games. I mean, he's won the game in the fourth quarter himself. And yesterday, he didn't have a lot of help. I mean, look at this. I think he avoided 8 or 9 sacks. Didn't have a single sack on the day. I think his receivers dropped 7 balls. I mean, he was a one-man show in a snow game. It was 20-mile-an-hour winds. How tough did he play in the fourth quarter? I mean, if you're the Chicago Bears, you've got to be feeling great about this right now. And if you put it together with Ben Johnson, by the way, the game winner, he's under center, play action, bootleg, and he walks in from the 18, right? Like, you put the whole package in with this guy. I mean, look out. I mean, I'm really, really happy for him.
Yeah, and the thing about Ben Johnson, it's not just a guy that, mad scientist or whatever. No, it's about accountability. He holds everybody's feet to the fire that you got to do your job. These receivers, imagine that. They block down the field. They do all that type of stuff. They do the little things right. That's what a good coach is going to do for you. And right now, this kid, I'm telling you, wait till the end of the year. Wait till the end of the year. They've won 8 games already, and nobody wants to play them. Trust me.
8
with
games.
A horrible defense.
8 games, and 4 of them have been of the come-from-behind variety late in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So when it's been crunch time, Caleb Williams has gotten it done. There is the stat right there. When they're trailing in the final 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, they've had 4 victories at this point in time. And they're rolling like that right now. He's built up a belief in this team, a confidence. And look, the theme of the morning has been pairing a head coach with a quarterback, the 2 most important people in the organization.
Yep.
The Bears put everything into hiring Ben Johnson. They identified Caleb Williams so much so that they didn't care about Jayden Daniels in the draft. They didn't care about Drake May, who may be the MVP this year in the draft. They wanted Caleb Williams. And they've married their 2 guys up, and they now have become a playoff caliber team in Chicago.
And they feel certainly that they're ascending. So the magic number in this game was 4. We just showed you the Bears won their 4th game this season when trailing in the final 2 minutes. Let me show you the other number 4 that comes out of yesterday. The New York Giants lost their 4th game this season when leading by double digits. No other team in the NFL has more than 2 such losses this year. The most glaring, the ugliest of them all, obviously, was that game in Denver that looked like it just sucked the entire life out of a franchise. But to their credit, because they have a good young quarterback who's got all that energy, they keep coming back, they keep punching, they keep fighting, and they keep blowing it in the fourth quarter over and over. D. Wood, what did that make you say this morning?
Yeah, if I'm John Mara, the owner of the Giants, I've seen enough. Clearly you talked about the fourth quarter blown leads, double digits. That's coaching.
Yeah.
That's managing the situation. When you get in the fourth quarter, when you have those type of leads, you have to manage the game, whether it's running the football, the way you call defense, all types of things that go into it. And when you're, in a situation where you're continuously blowing these leads, as an owner, you can only sit back and say, we got to move in a different direction because, listen, we have our quarterback.
Yes.
That to me was job number one. Seeing if we got a quarterback. Check, we got the quarterback. Now we got to figure everything else out, and it starts with the coach.
Well, the amazing thing is, look, for franchises, the biggest decision you make is who's going to pilot your ship, right? Who's going to be your head coach and who's going to be your quarterback. They actually got the quarterback right. That's probably the hardest thing there is, and they got it right. But then other things like Brian Daboll, the reason you're going to get fired is the people you hire. And part of the reason, we look at Mike Vrabel, okay? Mike Vrabel went out and had the courage to hire the best offensive coordinator that he could get in Josh McDaniels, even though he was a head coach. He's not intimidated by that. Why didn't you go best defensive coach? You're going to sit back, and this is why you're going to get fired. Because of the guys you hired as your defensive coaches.
I would add
this guy's absolutely brutal. This, I think, is a junior high defense with unbelievable Pro Bowl talent up front, and you can't get it done.
They got a guy that could set the NFL single-season sack record in Brian Burns, maybe the defensive rookie of the year in Abdul Carter, and they have one of the lowest-rated defenses in the National Football League. You mentioned they have their quarterback. They have their quarterback, but they better protect their quarterback because their quarterback right now has been evaluated for 4 separate concussions this year. 4! So really, I don't care what you tell me about this team. The most important thing that this team can do the rest of the season is make sure that this future star is protected because he has been vulnerable and exposed all season long, and they have found the guy. They got to protect that guy.
May I say something that both what Rex and Shefty just said may sound like 2 totally different things. They have a defensive coordinator who can't get the job done. They're going to get their young quarterback killed. Those both come back to the same thing, organizational dysfunction. That's what happens when you have a lame duck head coach. No big-time defensive coordinator wants to go there. Well, they know they're going to get fired after 1 year if it goes badly. And, of course, Brian Daboll is going to run quarterback power on every other snap because he's trying to save his own job instead of protecting the young quarterback. And that's because they didn't marry up the timeline. Every year teams do this, and they see the result of it, and then every year they fall back into that same trap. It doesn't make any sense. This one is on the owner, on the leadership of the organization. If you're starting over, start over. Don't give me the old coach with the young quarterback. It does not work.
No question. And almost more concerning for me than the 4 losses, the 4 10-point blown leads, is Jackson Dart not playing next week in the concussion. And we talked about the hits. You hit the nail on the head. Them relying on him way too much, despite losing Malik Neighbors, despite losing Cam Scadaboo.